so today we're continuing talking about the Marvel series WandaVision, directed by Matt Shotcam. Today we talk about episode 7 and 8. Starting off with episode 7, this episode was overall okay. Things I thought were good, but also weird, was how the character Darcy goes into Westview when Wanda makes the hex bigger, and obviously she goes into it, and then becomes controlled by Wanda, just like everyone else. I thought I did like this. But then Vision notices her because when he goes outside and he sees her, and he starts talking to her, and then he snaps her out of her powers, and they have a conversation and stuff and get in a car and stuff. And what I liked about this is that Vision again hears that he's actually dead, but he thinks he's alive. He's somehow alive, and he doesn't really believe it. And I don't like that the character Darcy, from when she's being controlled by Wanda to when she isn't, when we see her in the first few episodes. I don't know if this is like intended or it's just bad acting, but she is like no different at all. She's very similar to when she's being controlled to when she's not. Like, it's very strange here. Another thing I thought was weird about this episode was that Wanda and other characters like Agnes were like talking to the camera like one-on-one, which is like something you'd see in a show like The Office, which I actually thought was quite cool because I do like these shows. But it was also confusing, and I was just confused to like why they were saying it, who they were saying it to. It was kind of like an interview, just answering questions about their daily life, which I just thought was kind of strange. Obviously, the big thing about this episode 7, was the reveal at the end of the episode, which was okay. But in my opinion, it was kind of expected because I did think there would be some kind of twist in this series. I thought there would be someone in the town that was, magic other than Wanda and Vision. But here it's revealed that Agnes, one of the other main characters, it was actually the main villain, I guess, and she's like some sort of witch, and she's trapped Wanda's kids, Tommy and Billy. I thought this was quite cool, how she turned into a witch. But like when she shows it off, there's just some really corny dialogue and stuff. It makes it just a bit go down a little bit. But the magic was quite cool, I have to say. Like when she was showing it off, I did like that. Episode 7 was overall okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of this. There has been previous episodes which I did enjoy more. Moving on to episode 8 though, which I actually did like, was definitely better than episode 7. It starts off by giving us a backstory behind Agnes, I guess like becoming a witch, and there's some really cool CGI here. I like this scene, and it's a great way to start off the episode, I think. And it then cuts back to the present, where we obviously know at the ending of episode 7 that Agnes has actually trapped Wanda in like some sort of dungeon and has taken the kids away. And Agnes is like questioning how Wanda made the whole town, and like, how she's controlled everyone. And she does it in quite like a creepy way and is laughing and stuff. It's really strange, but I did quite like it because it's like the one other character that we've seen so far that can actually counter Wanda, I guess. And then they show us like like Wanda when she was a kid, and her and her brother and her parents, family, are watching the Dick Van Dyke Show, which is quite cute, but it was also sad because obviously we know that Wanda's brother and her parents are actually dead. Wanda's parents died when they were very young, so this was quite sad to watch because obviously we know what happens. And we then get to see her like basically break into this facility where they're holding Vision's dead body, and she tries to like bring him back to life, but obviously he's dead, so she can't. And then we see it when Wanda and Vision first meet, and it's quite cute how they are bonding over watching some old black and white TV show, which we might have seen before in previous Marvel films, but I can't actually remember, so yeah. But the best part of this episode for me was when we get to see Wanda drive into Westview all alone, and the town is like completely different to when Wanda basically took it over. And we get to see her go to his house, start like crying, and she basically uses her powers to basically turn it into her own town, which is what we see right at the start of WandaVision. So yeah, this episode, it kind of like, it shows what happens just before the first episode of WandaVision, which I thought was really cool. And another thing which I liked about this scene is that obviously WandaVision is actually a TV show because the characters outside the Hex are talking about it and saying how they've watched it. And there's a bit where it shows at the start of episode 1, like the black and white and stuff with Wanda and Vision, and the camera like turns and it shows to like the audience where Agnes is just sat there clapping and then she just disappears. I thought this was quite cool. And then it cuts back to the present day and it leaves us on a bit of a cliffhanger for the final episode, because Agatha has she's got like Billy and Tommy like trapped around their neck using her power, and then she calls Wanda the Scarlet Witch. I thought this was very cool. But in my opinion, episode 8 was definitely better than episode 7. It was more gripping, exciting, and I wonder how they'll end this because there's only one episode left of this series, so I really do wonder how it ends. I would have to give these two episodes probably an 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. I definitely did enjoy them. and they're probably some of the best. The episode 8 was probably one of the best that I've seen so far in this series. What did you guys think of these 2 episodes of WandaVision? Let us know down below, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.